My crazy neighbours. Okay, so I have neighbours that just seem to piss everyone off. Like the entire HOA in our neighbourhood. So I think I'll tell a few stories about them. Story 1. I'm an atheist. Just had to get that out of the way, but I decided to tell the eldest daughter of the crazy neighbours. And the next week, it turns out that not only did she tell her mum, but then her mum started telling everyone. Oh, I feel bad for those kids because their parents think being atheist is okay. Like, what the fuck, lady? But then I never ever got to tell my parents myself that I was atheist. Instead, they just had to tell my parents. Story 2. My brother did not get to escape them, because one day my brother found a glass bottle lying in their yard and joked, "I'ma throw it." Later that day, my brother was sitting there with the bottle in hand when one of the crazy neighbours started chasing him, and he had no decision but to throw the bottle into the woods because she scared him. My brother then said that he would clean it up and throw it away, and everyone was okay with that. The next day, it turned out that they told their parents, and we couldn't even be near them, and that my parents had to have a discussion. Oh yeah, and then mum called my friend fat, then got offended when my friend's parents got mad at her. Entitled kid gets knocked out cold. I know this might not be as exciting as the other posts in this subreddit, but I'll post it anyway. So this story is about my brother when he was 13. My brother has always done martial arts, and he's quite good at fighting. Part 1. The story starts in a middle school recess. The story has been renovated so the classrooms were emptied and students spent their time in them during breaks. My B and his friends are there just talking casually. Then entitled kid enters the room with his gang and starts to yell mean things to my brother. I don't want to go too much detail about what he said, but it made my brother really upset. Then the entitled kid picked up a wooden rod, not a stick or anything, but like 1 inch thick wood pole, and starts hitting my brother with it. Now my brother's not a violent person or anything, but my parents taught us to defend ourselves, so he lets entitled kid hit him a few times and asked entitled kid to stop. Entitled kid didn't stop, but instead laughed and continued. So my brother grabbed the pole and hit him right to the eye hard. He went straight down like a sack of potatoes and started crying. Part 2. My brother got a note to go to detention about this thing and showed it to Dad. Dad was not taking it because he hates bullies. He killed P and said B is not going to be in this detention and he's not going to sign it. So Dad and Ed meet up with the P, and it turns out entitled kid lied to the P, but the P insisted to say that B was also bad. Ed showed pictures of EK's eye and said that B should have climbed out of the window or screamed. My dad laughed and brother never came to detention. A bad one. I want you to prepare for this. This story actually begins with entitled parent. I knew entitled parent for a while as she was my friend. I was in the military at one point and had a military discount, which she took advantage of constantly. I allowed her to use the military discount on pricey purchases like a TV, until one day she started using it on small purchases like less than $20. So I decided to set a limit as you can only use it on purchases $200 or more. I told her this, and you can guess what happened next. She proceeded to message me threats such as, "You better let me use the discount or I'll beat your piece of stupid ass up." I then blocked her and banned her from using the discount. Then she proceeded to make alt accounts saying I have to buy kids supplies. My little 4-year-old kid needs a new toy. I promised her one, but the price is $17 and I want it lower. I just simply replied, if it's only $17, a discount would only make it $3 cheaper. Are you that much of a cheapskate or that much of an arse? She blocked me and I never saw her again. My hurt is more important. This is a short and sweet one. Cast is me, Ian's mum, Nas's grandma. Entitled mother had very young as a teen, and I've been made acutely aware of this from as young as I can remember. I have many stories I could share, but those are for another day. About 18 months ago, we travelled several states to celebrate my young cousin's 18th birthday. Narcissistic grandma is highly skilled at taking offence over the smallest things, and she started strong by storming off on day 1 because she was asked to move 1 seat up further towards the adults so I could sit with my cousins. Grandma's behaviour got worse from there, and she was super verbally abusive. After the holiday, Mother and me cut ties with Grandma. Ever since, Grandma has tried really hard to connect with Mother. Calls, messages, letters, but at no point does Mother acknowledge that Grandma not trying to connect with me at all would be hurtful. Grandma played a massive part in raising me, but I was completely wiped. Entitled Mother is too busy playing the victim to recognise any impact on me.